It was an historic evening at the Alexandria City Court to recognize the diversity in the court system, not only in Rapides Parish, but across the entire state. Louisiana has the highest number of African-American judges in the United States per capita. 2 of those reside here in the parish. The Honorable Monique Rawls and David Williams of the 9th Judicial District Court are featured on this year's Judicial Honors poster, showcasing over 100 African-American judges in Louisiana. John Pierre, the Chancellor of Southern University Law Center, said a diverse justice system is important because it allows for different backgrounds and different perspectives to be represented.
It's a very significant honor because Alexandria is proving that it has progressed over time. And you had 2 of the more progressive lawyers in the state of Louisiana here, Camille Gravel and Louis Berry. So you can't beat that kind of history.
Pierre said the goal is to mass produce the posters featuring the African-American judges and have them up in every school and courthouse to inspire the next generation.